Rockstar is definitely one video game company that is used to the courtroom. Grand Theft Auto, one of the biggest video game series the world has ever seen, is just asking for trouble. It really has it all when it comes to things that might get you sued. From graphic violence to sexually explicit content, from torture to exploiting the image of TV psychics.
Miss Cleo was an American TV psychic on the Psychic Readers Network in the late 90s. She appeared on infomercials in which she claimed to be a mystical shaman from Jamaica. Why am I telling you this? Well, in the 2002 open world phenomenon that was GTA Vice City, there is a character who quite clearly is a parody of Miss Cleo. And now, in 2017, a whole 15 years later, the Psychic Readers Network is choosing to sue Rockstar Games over it. They think Rockstar Games made $500 million as a direct result of the ancillary character Auntie Poulet. The first thing that springs to mind is, why now? And I guess, why is the Psychic Readers Network still a thing? Well, Miss Cleo, whose real name was Yuri Harris, died a year ago in July 2016. Aged 53.
I wonder if she saw that coming.
You know what?
Sorry.
I saw that coming. And I'm not a psychic. I was thinking that he was going to make a joke about this, isn't he?
It says dad jokes on the banner now, guys. It's alright.
Not dead jokes.
Oh, let's move on. That might go some way to explain why the Psychic Readers Network, who owns the character of Miss Cleo, is choosing to act now. They filed a lawsuit against Take-Two Interactive and Rockstar Games in federal court in Florida on Wednesday.
In the court documents, the Psychic Readers Network described Miss Cleo as a widely known television infomercial psychic who PRN spent in excess of $100 million promoting. They say the defendants' Auntie Poulet's similarities to Miss Cleo and her copyrighted attributes are of such a breadth and extraordinary nature that they can only be explained by copying, which is unsurprising given that defendants hired the actress who performed as Miss Cleo to provide voiceovers using the same accent as Miss Cleo for the infringing video game. So that's right, Miss Cleo is actually the actress who plays Auntie Poulet in Vice City.
It's the same woman. It's the actual same woman, and that was her only voice acting job. She must have been cool with it. She knew what was going on.
But she died, so there's money to be made. Let's move on. The Psychic Readers Network go on to say in the court documents, these striking I hate reading out court documents and shit. It's just the terminology is so bad. So that's so official and bullshit.
They do that on purpose, right?
These striking similarities are more than substantial. In particular, defendants copied Miss Cleo's vibrantly coloured craftans and turbans, as well as the patois and mysticism of Miss Cleo, in designing and animating her doppelganger, Auntie Poulet. Both Miss Cleo and Auntie Poulet are said to be trained in voodoo, have a strong link to the occult, and of Afro-Caribbean origin, and reside in South Florida.
I really love how specific that is. They both live in South Florida, case closed. It's just, she was obviously on board with it. She had to read the lines that she was given, and I'm sure they would have given her like a character bio or a breakdown to help her get into a character or something like that. This is what GTA does, it's parody. They're taking the piss out of that stuff. And that makes it okay.
She was obviously okay with it in the first place. She's had 15 years to raise a grievance with it. But now she's gone, they can raise a grievance on her behalf. Just seems like a cash grab, doesn't it?
$500 million as well. The way they word it.
Yeah, like the game is $500 million worth more because this character's in the game.
It's like GTA Vice City would have flopped if it wasn't for the proud work of Auntie Poulet.
Maybe she foresaw it, see? Maybe they asked her services, is this game going to be any good without you? She said no, and they said,
we better hire this woman.
$500 million later.
How is this still a f***ing organisation as well?
People believe in that stuff. Nonsense. Bullshit. Take your pick.
This, of course, isn't the first time Rockstar Games have been sued for parodying real-life characters and personalities. Most recently, and probably most famously, they were pursued in court by Lindsay Lohan, who claimed this image, which is heavily used in branding for GTA 5, is based on her. When filing the complaints back in 2014, Lohan said Rockstar created the character Lacey Jonas as an unequivocal reference to her own likeness and character. That was thrown out by a judge in September last year, based on the fact it was clearly a parody.
They've also been sued for far more serious issues. Back in the early days of open world gaming, the GTA franchise was routinely linked to real life violence. Rockstar were taken to court on multiple occasions, including one particularly high profile instance in 2003 when Devin Moore, an 18-year-old living in Fayette, Alabama, shot and killed 3 members of the local police force. He said after the incident, life is like a video game, everybody's got to die sometime, and his fondness of GTA Vice City was quickly picked up by the media. That story and the resultant legal troubles for Rockstar Games was actually portrayed in a BBC docudrama, The Game Changers, starring Bill Paxton and Daniel Radcliffe. And only last year, former Rockstar North lead Leslie Benzies sued the company for $150 million in unpaid royalties. So Rockstar Games and Take-Two are no stranger to the courtroom and will likely be well prepared to take on the Psychic Readers Network.
So good luck, Psychic Readers Network. You're not going to win.
Well, hang on. Yeah. This provides legitimacy for them. If they do win, that proves they were psychic all along. Because they must know whether they're going to win or not, because they're f***ing psychic. For me, if they win, then psychic works. It exists. It's not just mumbo jumbo. But if they lose, it's just bullshit.
It says in the notes, they're obviously going to win the court case because they're psychic. The thing with the Lindsay Lohan thing as well that was interesting, she said that woman was created, that's based entirely on her character. It f***ing wasn't. There's a photo of Lindsay Lohan that there is definitely a resemblance there.
She's doing this.
Yeah, same pose, same kind of bikini and whatever, and she's holding a phone. But the face is everything else about the character is more like kind of Kate Upton or something like that. Right?
There is a picture of Kate Upton alongside it, and it's almost identical. It's pretty much identical.
Exactly. The backstory to the character and stuff. Okay, there are similarities there with Lindsay Lohan, but the point is that they knew that this kind of shit could happen, and they protected themselves by blending two characters together. So therefore, how could Lindsay Lohan say that is me when it's also half Kate Upton? It's half someone else. You can't do that.
For me, she looks more like Trevor, don't you think?
Oh.
Listen to this. 20% of everybody that lives in Florida is Jamaican. So, do you know what I mean? It's not like she's the only person. How's that for fucking off?
Should save that for fact of the week in the podcast. That's so irrelevant. Rockstar getting sued again. 20% of people who live in Florida are Jamaican. Doesn't get better than that, really, as far as gaming commentary goes, does it, I suppose?
That's what we're here for. You're
welcome. Number one spot for gaming news. And speaking of things that might get you sued, let's take a look at your comments. Commenting on the Gamer's Guide to August 2017, Gonza565 says, Hellblade just looks like your average dirty hippie. Lost at a festival after too many chems. That's an interesting comment, that.
The hippies still exist? The hippies still exist?
I don't think they're called hippies anymore. That's the thing. Is it because it's all trippy and hazy and stuff, and she's got dreadlocks?
She's a bit weird, yeah. Not that hippies are weird.
No.
Commenting on the Saturday show, Throkers comments, great Fortnite review, best one I've seen so far. Wasn't really a review though, was it? It was more
not our fault though, was it? But we're sorted for codes now. I mean, after moaning about it on the video, one of our patrons, Sparky Park, sorted us out with some codes, which was amazing. Really appreciate that, dude. Thank you very much. We'll definitely get into it and make use of those codes and maybe give some actual opinions on the game now.
Not be so salty in future. Also, we want to thank Edwin Hernandez Jr. who sent Jake a key as well. So thanks to both of you guys for being so generous.
Yeah, I mean, all we did was moan really and complain and
we should do more. We should moan more often. Yeah. And if any of you guys want to send us codes for games that we moan about, feel free.
I just can't believe I haven't got my own space program. Do you know what I mean?
Space programs.
Space program. How hard is it to have a space program?
Yeah, it's just
2017.
Bad, isn't it?
And commenting on the perfect end to a Kickstarter disaster, Aidan says, new logo, thumbs up, looking sharp, peace. Everything's okay sign.
Okay.
Cheers. We changed the logo. Kind of overdue, I guess, wasn't it? We've been talking about it for a while.
A lot of people saying that it's missing a G and it looks like parental guidance from a movie or something. But
we went through a lot of ideas that just look
try
like
fitting another guidance. G on that logo, guys. Come on. I mean, it looks alright as it is. Put another G on there. It just looks messy.
If you can do better,
feel free to in. Exactly. On the Gamer's Guide to August 2017, Richard Denton comments, why does it say at Pretty Good Gars under Jake's name? Some up with the editing probably. I'll just have a look who edited the video and you'll find out who that up.
All I know is it wasn't me. It wasn't Liam.
Yeah, I probably didn't either.
It wasn't Gaz.
So you can make your own mind up based on that if you can't be asked going down.
Please direct all hate to my Twitter handle at Pretty Good Guys.
So let us know what your predictions are about the court case involving GTA and the Psychic Readers Network down in the comments below. Like the video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new around here. Check out another one of the videos around about here. Support us on Patreon if you're awesome, and we'll see you again in the next video. Bye for now.